is the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Miami Dolphins and the London Black Knights. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it first and goal at the 8-yard line. It's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. But it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Runs over him. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now they try the right side here. And some room to roll now. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Here's Tua. Going up top. And this throw will be intercepted. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting there.
He's got him in, complete. Trotty, 10, touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Black Knights take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw here. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0. Then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage. They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And it's caught. Touchdown. Noah Fant, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Black Knights lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. The point after is good, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have got his feet down here, would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. A handoff as they run the counter play. And it'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Ready.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Tua on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
18
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Slot man moves right.
19 tight.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to throw now on 1st down.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Black Knights take a 3-touchdown lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Looking to pass. Tua.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now a handoff running through the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Tua.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the gun, it's Tua. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit.
Walker hitting the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Tariq Woolen picks it.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
And that's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Back to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback when there's extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete, and touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Black Knights' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
The extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. 2 now on first down. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. Touchdown Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, 27 yards. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The 2 are going to try and throw for it. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And got his man complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Black Knights will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point safely through. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2 now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this defense, Charles, we know how good they are, but they've been beat a couple of times in this game. However, there, They got the latest laugh.
And how about the way they hung in there? Because you're exactly right. They're not used to being dented as they've been so far in this game. But what they just did there with that pick six, that's the equivalent of what was happening to them. They're throwing touchdown passes against them. Okay, we'll take one back against you.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick six. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Daron Payne
able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 37 yards. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. They'll look to throw. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Here's Tariq Woolen bringing it out of his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now back to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first. They'll set up a throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point right down the middle, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Tua going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll try and throw for it here. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Tua now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Tua to throw again. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Now a play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Dolphins. Possession of the football.
On the set. Blue strike. On the ball.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Strike. Check strike. Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Red green. Black ultra. Gold pink.
Looking to pass. Tua. Gives this one to Hill.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Black shoes. Black shot. Strong red.
Here's Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
The 2 are going to try and throw for it.
And that's caught at the 2. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds. So they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Drop 50. Drop 50. Cowboy 80.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 26-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 29, Tua. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And this one too low.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And now here's another interception. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got him in, complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Black Knights add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. On first down, Tagovailoa. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Tariq Woolen picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
But both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
On play action, they'll throw. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On play action, here's Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Fourth down, fourth quarter, here's Tua. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Unlock line. Ready.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And Walker has it.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Repeated the last play, finding Walker.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They've stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On 2nd and 10, Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest.